Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Chill English podcast. I'm Alice, and today I want to talk about something simple, but very close to our daily life. Coffee. Do you like coffee? Or maybe you don't drink it at all? For many people, coffee is not just a drink. It's a small ritual, a moment of comfort, or even a way to start the day with energy. For me, I actually enjoy the smell of coffee even more than the taste. There's something so calming about walking past a coffee shop and smelling freshly brewed coffee in the air. It feels like an invitation to slow down, even just for a few minutes. So, in today's episode, let's explore coffee together. The role it plays in our daily lives, how different cultures enjoy it, and whether it's really good or bad for us. And of course, I'll share a few of my own little coffee stories along the way. Coffee is so much more than just a drink. For many people, it's almost like a friend that greets them every morning. Think about it. When you wake up feeling tired, the first thing you reach for is often a warm cup of coffee. The smell, the warmth, the taste, it's like a signal to your body and mind. Okay, it's time to start the day. Some people even say they can't function without their first cup of coffee. Maybe you know that feeling. Your eyes are still half closed. You're sitting at your desk. And only after that first sip, the world starts to look a little brighter. And it's not just about mornings. Coffee appears in many different parts of daily life. Some people love to grab an afternoon coffee break just to recharge their energy. Others drink coffee late at night while studying for exams or working on projects. Coffee is almost like a companion during both busy and quiet times. For me, I really enjoy coffee on slow mornings. When I don't have to rush, I make a cup, sit by the window, and just breathe in the smell. It feels peaceful, almost like a small meditation. Sometimes I don't even care if I finish the whole cup. Just holding it in my hands brings a kind of comfort. That's the magic of coffee. It's not only about caffeine. It's about creating a little ritual, a moment of calm, or even a tiny spark of joy in the middle of an ordinary day. And maybe that's why coffee has become so deeply connected with our lifestyle all around the world. One of the things I really love about coffee is how it looks so different in every country. The drink is the same, but the culture around it changes completely. For example, in Vietnam, coffee is usually brewed slowly using a small metal filter called a fin. The coffee drips little by little into the cup. It takes time, and that slow process matches the relaxed lifestyle of sitting in a cafe, watching life go by. In Italy, coffee culture is very quick and strong. Italians drink espresso, just a tiny cup, but full of flavor and power. People usually stand at the bar, drink it in just a few seconds, and then get on with their day. In the United States, it's different again. Coffee is often served in big cups, sometimes with milk or cream, and many people carry it around while rushing to work or school. It's almost like fuel for a busy lifestyle. And in Japan, coffee has become a form of art. Many people love pour-over coffee, where hot water is carefully poured over the coffee grounds, drop by drop. It's slow, precise, and feels almost like a peaceful ceremony. Isn't it interesting? The same little bean can create so many traditions, habits, and even memories. Coffee is not just a drink. It's a part of culture, and a reflection of how people live their daily lives. Now, let's be honest. Coffee is wonderful, but it's not perfect. Like many things in life, it has two sides: the good and the not so good. Let's start with the positives. Coffee gives us energy. That's probably the number one reason people drink it. One cup can make you feel more awake, more focused, and ready to work or study. Some researchers even say that coffee can help improve memory and concentration. And of course, coffee also brings people together. Think about how many friendships, conversations, or even business deals have started with the simple words, "Let's grab a coffee." But there's another side. Too much coffee can cause problems. Some people feel anxious, their heart beats faster, or they can't sleep at night. I remember one time before an exam, I drank 3 cups of strong coffee because I wanted to stay awake and study. Well, I stayed awake, but my hands were shaking, my mind was racing, and I couldn't focus at all. That's when I realized more coffee doesn't always mean more energy. So yes, coffee can be amazing when enjoyed in the right amount. But like everything else, balance is the key. A little coffee can brighten your day, but too much can turn into a restless night. You know, when we talk about coffee, it's not only about science or culture, it's also about personal stories. Everyone has at least one funny or memorable moment with coffee. For example, I still remember the very first time I tried coffee. I was quite young and I thought, wow, adults love this drink, it must be delicious. So I took a big sip and immediately made a funny face. It was so bitter. I couldn't understand why people enjoyed it. But as I grew older, my taste changed, and now I can really appreciate the flavor. Isn't it interesting how our taste grows with us? I also think coffee is connected to feelings. Sometimes it's about comfort, like sitting in a quiet cafe on a rainy day. Sometimes it's about energy, like drinking coffee before a big project. And sometimes it's just about fun, meeting a friend, laughing, and sharing stories over a cup. How about you? Do you like coffee? If yes, how do you drink it? Black, sweet, iced, hot? Or maybe you're not a coffee person at all and you prefer tea or juice. That's okay too. I'd love to know your story. Because at the end of the day, coffee is more than a drink. It's an experience. And every person's experience is unique. So today we talked about coffee. Not just as a drink, but as a part of daily life, culture, and even our personal stories. For some people, coffee is a way to wake up. For others, it's a moment of peace. And for many, it's a reason to connect with friends. Remember, coffee has its good sides. Energy, focus, comfort. But also its limits. Too much can keep you awake all night or make you feel restless. Like many things in life, balance is the key. The next time you drink coffee, maybe pause for a moment. Notice the smell, the warmth, and the feeling it gives you. Sometimes, a simple cup can become a small moment of joy on a busy day. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Chill English podcast. I hope this episode gave you not only some new English to practice, but also a little inspiration to think about your own coffee story. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend and let me know. Do you like coffee? I'd love to hear your answers. Until next time, take care, stay cozy, and maybe enjoy a nice cup of coffee. Goodbye, everyone.